What's going on, everybody? It's your homeboy Popular Video Games here, chilling out, maxing out, doing my thing. Alright, y'all, now in today's video, we're going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, episode 37. Let's get into this. Judy returns for a hailstorm. Now, the episode starts off with Judy returning from her vacation in the islands. She goes on to visit Sasha and Shanks at the hospital, recovering still from the events of the mall shooting weeks ago. Sasha is holding a brave face, but I know the real pain she's feeling, Judy thinks. She looks over at Shanks, still in a coma. Apparently too much trauma went to his brain from the explosion, and he hasn't woke up since. How was the trip? Sasha asks. Judy is silent. You know, I wish I had powers. Then after all that hell, I could just go away and forget my troubles. I can't. I have to deal with this human weakness, Sasha says, which causes so much suffering. Sasha then looks up with an evil look to Judy. Judy is shocked. Just leave, Sasha says. Judy nods and walks out the door, and Sasha starts crying silently while looking at Shanks. As Judy's walking, she tries to put the headphones on her head to clear her mind, but then she gets a news report about the lockdown. Because Judy was miles away, news of that magnitude did not reach her on the internetless paradise. Judy listens in on everything that happens, and she is even more horrified. I understand what happened now, Judy says. I went on this trip 3 days after the mall shooting, and 9 days after the entire block was murdered. Nick, what are you doing? Judy wonders. As she arrives at the police station, all the officers are running, getting to their cars, making extreme notice that they are in a hurry. Judy then sees the chief coordinating the task force. She walks up. Oh, I'm glad you're back, Judy. I know you're ready to get into action. Anytime, she responds. What's going on? I heard about the lockdown. I can't believe while I was gone, hell became what this city is known for. As she says that, one of the officers runs by her. Chief, we're counting on those powers, like always. The cadet then notices Judy. Commander, I apologize. Now we have our spirit back. The cadet then runs off. Judy is shocked. They know about you? The chief smiles. Yeah. While on the drug bus, the officers ran in and we lost over 20 people. Like the kid you just saw. He was supposed to die. And after that, there was no hiding that I was a chosen one. But enough about all this. Judy, we got a situation. Multiple robberies and a gang meeting with some cartel members. Get suited and head out, Commander. Why does that keep coming up? Judy questions. Well, I'll be serious. We needed a person on the top ranks with powers. Your overall police skills comes into play as well. So now, Commander, get to it. Your squad is waiting for you. Judy gets dressed and heads up to the room where 5 people are waiting. One person in the back with a sniper rifle is being silent, giving Judy all types of confusing looks. Listen up, cadets, Judy screams. We have a hostage situation from the devils to handle. This will be a quick, precise operation, and we will all make it out alive. Any questions? The sniper girl raises her hand and introduces herself as Liz. Hey, so when are the cotton candy going to rain from the sky? You've never even led anyone, let alone a group of well-trained officers. I can't believe they even picked you for the job. I guess having powers must be a bonus, huh? I bet you. I don't have much experience being a leader, but I do have experience in being a monster. If you have input, please say it. Other than that, never ever disrespect me again. Now then, cadets, let's move out. Judy and her team heads towards the hostage situation. As they arrive, 4 cars are outside, already trying to disperse the situation, when 3 shots comes out. The bullets hit 3 cars, 2 bullets going through the car window and the other one going into the car wheel. Judy then instructs the sniper to wait on the top of the building next to the target location for the signal. As Judy and her team breaches the house, Liz is lying on the nearby roof and then calls them out of nowhere. Stop! Huh? Judy questions. Why should I stop? Yeah, because you're right under them. Huh? One of the cadets says. How do you know that? We can't even get any visuals other than that bullet hole they keep firing from. Just trust me, Liz tells the cadets. Judy, punch directly upward and they will all come crashing down. What if they're not there? They are there. Judy then gets a good feeling, and then she strengthens her leg muscles and her arm muscles and launches directly up, punching a hole in the ceiling. Rumble begins to fall down, and so do 5 other Devils members. They fall right into the line of sight of Judy and her team. Freeze! Is all they hear. One of the members starts to pop a pill. One of the cadets runs to try to detain the member, but then the member just starts growing and growing and grows so much that he's able to punch a hole through the chest of the cadet. The other members use the opportunity and start firing on the officers. Judy then charges for the member who popped the pill. He then picks up a big stone boulder and throws it, knocking down one of the columns, causing Judy and her team to be separated. The dust cloud created knocks Judy down. When she gets up, she sees the monster running away. She chases after him, but loses sight of the member later on down the hallway. Liz then tells her on the comm, "He just jumped out that window right next to you." As Judy jumps out the window, she sees the member, but then realizes she is on the opposite side of the building to where Liz is stationed and giving instructions. Liz, how did you know where I was? How did you know all of that? As Judy continues, she is then grabbed by the member and slammed into the nearby car. Judy then grabs a piece of broken glass and jams it into the member's neck. Judy then punches the member, sending him flying off his feet. "You know," she says to the member, "while I was gone, it gave me a chance to learn about this limited power." Well, I wouldn't call it limited, unlike the limited time you have left. The member then charges Judy. Judy and the member push against each other in a stalemate for seconds until the beast loses his footing, allowing Judy to pick up the member and slamming him into an incoming semi. The member is bleeding heavily, but doesn't stop. Judy then matches punches with the beast until her arm starts to get weak. Judy then grabs her arm and drops to the ground. Her arm is pulsating in pain. Judy then is knocked back and sent flying by the member's punch. As Judy lands, she then gets up and grabs a stop sign right out from the ground and then begins to beat the member with it, ending with her sticking it into the member's ribcage. To no avail, the member punches Judy 9 times on a brick wall, holding her neck. Judy then is let go. She stumbles back and then is hit once again. Judy then is laying there bleeding, wondering, how can he be this powerful? There's no way. They weren't this strong to begin with. Judy is struggling to stay conscious. The member then jumps back 10 feet and charges at Judy. Judy tries to get up, but collapses. Her body is too broken to even dodge. At that moment, through the window, past the 4th leaf in the flower on the window, a bullet comes out and kills the member instantly. The blood splatter hits Judy in the face and she passes out. As she awakes, she is given the news of one of the cadets' death, and apparently Liz is explaining how she is chosen. As Liz is talking, she stops. She looks over. The bodies they are putting into the coroner's van are the bodies of her friends. These bastards, they killed my friends who were just a bunch of fucking stoner college kids. Now I want them all to pay. What about your powers? The chief says. When did you get here? Liz shouts. I just arrived. You're a chosen one. What's your ability? Liz then answers. I can see through anything, not just the entire structural layout of anything. It's like watching rats in a maze. I know where you are, and I can pinpoint what types of bullets to use to pierce the cement, multiple bodies, or a freeze bullet to stop you in your tracks. One of the cadets says, You're one of the vigilantes. Huh? Judy says. The unknown cadet continues. It makes sense that you don't know. You have been gone for a while. When you were away, there were plenty of people that were fed up with what these gangs were doing. We were really outmanned and outpowered. That's when a group of individuals took it upon themselves and became vigilantes. Their goal was to kill all the gang members that were ruining this city and bring peace. Judy then says, well, that's all good, but how do you know she was a vigilante? The cadet then answers, because we were tasked on tracking these vigilantes, and their powers were known to us the entire time. Liz is shocked. Then the member looks at Liz. There were 3 other chosen members that we found, completely dismembered. What could have done that? Liz then looks up. It wasn't anything else other than a chosen that did that. The bad part was, it wasn't like any other chosen we know. This one was able to literally walk through gunfire and then drop through solid cement. The chief then puts his hand on Liz's shoulder and says, I believe it's time now, ladies. Liz and Judy looks up at the chief, and the chief says, it's time for us to get our own group of chosen ones. That is the only way we will survive this war. Guys, thanks again for watching my Grand Theft Auto 6 fan fiction. Now, I know it's been about a month and a half since I actually have done a video. I apologize about this. I've been going through a lot, you know, trying to find these different high-paying positions, trying to get these companies running right. It's a lot going on, guys, so I apologize that I have not been making these videos, but I promise you that I'm going to be making them a lot more frequently. Alright, you all, thanks again for watching. This has been your homeboy Popular Video Games here. Peace out and talk to you later.